All right, you guys know I love robots and you know I love dogs, so I was able to combine robots and dogs into a great story. Google is making a robot dog. They're working with Boston Dynamics and they've created a robot dog named Spot. And let's take a look at the videotape. All right, I'm impressed with Spot, but naturally first, why are they kicking Spot? Why was that so
kicking
crucial?
that dog.
Why, if it was a regular dog, right, you would not be kicking that dog, and if they were, there people would be up in arms. PETA would be protest. Why are we kicking the robot dog?
I'm glad you brought that up because I thought I was going to be the only one. It's a piece of machinery, right? I still feel bad for the dog.
Yes, yes.
Because he stumbled like a dog would. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, you know what? Can we throw the video up for 1 second? Let's just throw it up in because you're right. There's something so innately
He's skittering and
that
it's
right there.
correcting.
The big kick was worse because he slipped on the ice.
Yeah, let's just
trying to
watch that next kick.
Come on, man.
And that guy's kicking it with a certain degree of anger in the. So what does that say? What does that just say before we really get to it? Because I felt the exact same thing. If that had been something that looked more like a spider or some other amorphous robot, you wouldn't have felt it. But because it looks like a dog, we all felt something. What does that mean?
That we have empathy for these sort of, artificial creations, which is either going to save or doom the human race in the future, I think.
Yeah, so all right, so you're skipping ahead a little bit, but I always ask when we do these robot stories, when will the robots take over? Because that's where this all leads, right? Robotic cars, we're walking around with our devices, the dogs, you're going to kick a dog and then it's going to bite your head off. I mean, what year? I want a year. I keep asking people, and I'm taking a poll. When do the robots take over?
Completely take over?
Completely take over.
2065.
Wow, that's late.
It's late. Because there's enough people who are worried about it already early enough that there's going to be some safeguards that are going to last us an extra 20 years.
Ah, all right. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you the 20, but let's say 2037.
2037?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a little more in line with what I'm thinking. Do you think
because you're a kid who's looking at everything on the screens, that's not going to stop.
That's not going to, exactly. Do you think that robot dogs could ever actually replace dogs? I mean, there would be actual functional reasons why having a robot dog would be good. You could go on vacation, and you don't have to worry about feeding the dog or walking it or blah, blah, blah.
Well,
so there might be
I think as a lot of you guys know, I'm going to compare it to like the classic car situation because I'm a gearhead, old school only. I mean, people who soup up newer Hondas and Acuras, I'm like, that's not a car, dude. Like, old Chevys, 1970s, 1960s, 50s a little too far back. But like cars had carburetors, and engines that you could hear. But
leaded gasoline.
Yeah, right? You had to add lead to your tank. I had a car that had to add lead. So
that doesn't seem safe. I don't know that much about car adding lead. All right. Yeah.
So the thing is, with this, there's going to be the original people who are like, I have a dog that breathes and eats food. You have this new dog that can run forever, but he doesn't breathe. He doesn't sleep. So there's going to be the hierarchy in some people's minds of, I have a real dog, but you have the fake one. They'll be both.
Right. And then do we get to the point where, so then everyone suddenly has robot dogs, but then only rich people can get actual dogs. Then we combine them into robotic animal dogs. That's a little island of Dr. Moreau.
Here's the thing, though.
Frankenstein-y.
I think there are people who have dogs for practical work reasons. They're shepherding or they're hunting or they're something. But I think most people have dogs for the affection, for the actual interaction with a living thing. So I don't know that people, I can't see like old folks' homes getting a robot dog because that's going to make the people who live there feel any better. I think there's going to be a dog with a brain and a heart is going to still have a place for a lot of people.
I think, but the advancement will be eventually. I mean, of course, these look like obviously machines.
Right, they're going to throw some fur on that freaking thing.
And then it's going to be the point where you be like, wait a second, is that a real one or is that the robot dog? It can only because it's going to stop making the noises of it's going to stop.
Yeah.
All this is going to change and. Maybe the backwards bending legs will be the giveaway.
It's going to be the AI dog.
Yeah. Why are you kicking robotic dogs, people? There's no reason to kick a robot dog. I get it. The dog can move like it. It's just unnecessary. Anyway, what do you guys think? You want robotic dogs? How about clone dogs? Let us know in the comments right down below.